You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, this Henry Ruggs thing has got more and more layers to it. It's going to get more and more complex as we eventually head towards a trial after the repugnant act that Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs committed the other day, hitting a car, 156 miles an hour, blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. And, of course, a young lady lost her life. I've got a video coming about her a little later because I think it's important that she's recognized and her life is recognized. And because, you know, what wide receiver Henry Ruggs did is repugnant. And now we've got other NFL players getting into it with ex-NFL players over this Henry Ruggs situation. Look, I don't think it's a great look to come out and be supporting Henry Ruggs. You know, I mean, you can, I guess, I understand if he's a friend, you want to try to be there for him, I guess. But this is such a heinous act that I feel like it is criminal whether anybody likes it or not, okay? And, you know, I'm sorry, but if one of my friends commits a crime like this, I'm not rushing to support you. I'm just not. I want you prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law if you do something this heinous. That's just all there is to it. I don't care who you are. Maybe that's just the way I was raised. Giants rookie's Henry Ruggs tweet leads to sharp criticism from ex-Jets player. And this Giants player he looks like a real promising young wide receiver, to be honest with you. He's got a lot of talent. Former New York Jets offensive guard Damian slammed Giants rookie wide receiver Kadarius Toney after his insensitive tweet about a fiery DUI crash involving Henry Ruggs that killed one person early Tuesday morning. I mean, I just don't understand, you know, the trying to explain this away that some people will do. I mean, it is what it is. You've got all the means in the world to either get somebody provided from the Raiders to get you home, or an Uber or a Lyft, any of these different things that could have prevented such an irresponsible act. Former Raiders wide receiver was charged with felony DUI resulting in death, felony reckless driving, after police say he was speeding at around 156 miles an hour, crashing his Corvette into the back of 23-year-old Tina Tintor's car. The vehicle burst into flames, trapping her inside. Prosecutors said Ruggs' blood alcohol level was double the legal limit. Toney took to social media on Wednesday shortly after Ruggs appeared in court to comment on the incident, but his take was met with harsh criticism. This is what Kadarius Toney said, quote, "We young. Everybody makes mistakes. Y'all looking at the situation like this or that because it ain't y'all. Having so much to say. He know he messed up. Don't drag him for it. That's goofy to me. Just pray for the families involved," tweet read. Well, Kadarius Toney, he should be drugged in the court of public opinion and everywhere else. What he did was awful. Damian replied to the tweet on social media, slamming the apparent lack of accountability, and that is absolutely an issue with today's youth. Some of y'all youngins don't believe in accountability, and that is the problem. A person was killed because of a terrible decision. Absolutely. Absolutely. Last month, Toney was ejected from a game against the Dallas Cowboys after he threw a punch at safety DeMonte Casey in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I remember that. I was watching it. And I can tell you, Toney's got all the talent in the world from a Giants wide receiver standpoint, but you can tell he's another wide receiver with a freaking attitude. I don't know why wide receivers are like that. So many of them, but he's going to be another diva, and the Giants are going to have issues with him. in the same way that they had issues with Odell Beckham and some of these other guys. The guy just has the lack of self-awareness with some of these younger players, especially some wide receivers, is astonishing. And this is coming from somebody that, look, my favorite wide receiver growing up, even being a Niners fan, was Michael Irvin. And we know Michael Irvin got into all kinds of shit. But there was always a real sense, at least from Michael Irvin's standpoint, he always owned it. He never asked for sympathy from anybody. And he knew he was wrong. And anytime he did something wrong, he knew he was wrong. He took accountability for it. And Michael Irvin never made excuses. He didn't. He was like, hey, caught with coke. It is what it is. Caught with coke and strippers. It is what it is. I did it. I own it. I shouldn't have done it. And even in immature acts, Michael Irvin, even today, very, very mature in a lot of ways. Self-accountability, self-awareness, and so many people lack it now. Kadarius Toney should have shut his mouth on this issue. I mean, this is not the time. You got a family out there grieving. This person was about to get U.S. citizenship and wanted to be a computer programmer. We found out yesterday where she worked. They're having to provide grievance counselors to her employer because she had so many friends there. There's a family that's devastated. Kadarius Toney, if you wanted to tweet about something, it should be about her and not Henry Ruggs, because he's not getting any sympathy from us. He's just not. Highly irresponsible act. Crazy. I mean, look, even if you're broke, you shouldn't get in a car and drive like that. You should figure out a way to get home, give your keys to somebody. And in a case like his, where he's got plenty of money, plenty of means to be able to get home safely, there was just no excuse for that. And I may have some video of the incident. I don't know. Some of that stuff you really can't put on YouTube because they'll nail you for it. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do. His girlfriend was so concerned about him at the scene of the crash while somebody was literally burning alive in a car. And I was like, wow. I mean, really? It just blew my mind. It baffles me. Damian Woody, of course, we've known Damian because he was on ESPN forever, maybe still is. As a contributor, Damian Woody has always had an incredible amount of self-awareness, always acted very mature, and he's right. A lot of people want to use youth as an excuse to just explain things away, and that's not the way life works, and Henry Ruggs is about to find out in the court of law because they should prosecute his ass to no end over this. Absolutely. If he gets off light, that's going to be a problem for a lot of people. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.